that Ken Ruto has been summoned by the DCI, and the summon is so gaugy. It's a gray area. We don't know why he's been summoned, but what we suspect is that Ken has been summoned because of the story he did, and we all did last week, concerning Kabindasun Primary School that were raided by the bandits just a day before the rehearsal. So we saw yesterday the summon by the DCI of the members of parliament in Nakuru, and they received a formal summon. For Ken Ruto received verbal communication from an officer, not just a formal way of inviting for a summon. What is not very clear is why he's been summoned. And prior to that, Ken received some threats, including some of my colleagues here, from the government officials, especially from the police and officers from the office of the county commissioner. So today has culminated to the summon of Ken Ruto. But we want to say this came immediately after the member of parliament of Tiaty constituency, William Kamket, announced publicly in a public baraza on Saturday that the journalists should be investigated. Immediately, Ken was summoned by the DCI. So the question is are the DCI or police working for politicians? Because immediately Kamket said we should be investigated. Ken Ruto has been summoned by the police, and this came as a surprise to us because Honorable Kamket is a journalist. He's a veteran journalist. He knows the code of conduct. He knows the parameters of what we do. He insinuated that the journalist did a drama of 7 hours. Let's be very clear. As a journalist, we are not drama. We are not drama king or drama queen. We are professionals. When Kamket announced that in public baraza, it not only threatened our presence in that meeting, and of course other subsequent meetings that will come in any other area if such utterances is taken seriously. And finally, to add on what Kamket said, is he actually particularly described the issue at Kabindasum as a drama. What we are aware is in Kabindasum Primary that day there were 4 groups. There were the primary school and the fraternity of Kabindasum Primary School. There were the journalists, there were the police and the bandits. What we don't understand is Kamket elaborated so much about what happened there. While we are aware, nobody saw Kamket there. So if I was to guess, I would only assume that Kamket was on the other side because he was not on this other side. So we want to ask the politician to respect what we do, especially the member of parliament for Tiaty, and give us room to work harmoniously. Because as for now, as you speak, we fear for our lives if someone of Ken Ruto is anything to go by. And this is purely intimidation by the state on what we do daily. The CCIO mentioned categorically that this is an operation area. As a journalist, we are not bound in any other areas. Even if it's in war zone, you can see what's happening in Palestine. We don't get invitation letters to go for such event. We cover for the people. We cover for the truth to expose what's happening down there. But we want to be given room. We are not requesting much. We are saying, give us a room to work. This place is very sensitive. Yesterday, the Cabinet Secretary for Internal Security, Professor Kindiki Kiture, was in Loruk. 5 kilometers from there, one person was killed. That's pronounced loudly how sensitive this issue is. So such summon is not only a threat to a journalist, but as a threat to freedom of press. And we want to condemn that. I want to call the Media Council of Kenya, the Kenya Union of Journalists. I've talked with Eric Omondi. I've talked with Olo Janak, with KCA, IMLU, and Article 19. We want to really call out to such an issue so that no such an incident will happen after this event. I want to